For the last 8 weeks, we've been asking Victorian Premier Ted Baillieu for an interview. I'm happy to report that this week the Premier was available. I spoke to him at Treasury Place. Premier, it's good to be sitting here with you.
Indeed, Josie. Pleasure to be here.
You've had 18 months in the job and you're 18 months away from Victoria going back to the polls. Do you think you're a good Premier?
Well, I don't want to correct you straight off, Josie, but we're actually 2.5 years away from going back to the polls, not 18 months. It's a 4-year term, not a 3-year term. And we are in a difficult situation in Australia. We're coping with an international economy which has gone bad in many respects, and at a national level we have abiding uncertainty coming from Canberra, and we as a government have inherited huge budget shocks. And I believe we've done very well to maintain a responsible budget position, and we're getting on with infrastructure investment as well.
What about you personally as a Premier, though? Are you enjoying the job?
I am. I've got to say there are enormous challenges, and challenges that we didn't expect, but they are challenges which come with the role of office. And I think our team has committed themselves very well, and I certainly enjoy the task of being out there meeting these challenges and dealing with the issues of the day.
Your media team has made a deliberate strategy of not putting you up for media appearances and interviews as much perhaps as the previous Premier was available.
Well, again, I don't want to correct you in that, but we've been available for interviews. I'm out just about every day doing one thing or another. I invite you to join us if you wish, and
but
certainly I'm happy to be here, Josie.
It is my understanding that that's been a deliberate decision to use you sparingly. Do you think that's a good strategy?
Well, again, that's not correct. And indeed, most days we're out there talking to the media, and you're welcome to join us at any time.
Do you enjoy this part of the job?
More than happy, Josie.
But do you enjoy it, or do you just endure it?
This is all part of being Premier, and it's part of political life, and I've grown to become accustomed.
Do you think Victorians understand you and what makes you tick?
I think, Josie, I've been subjected to quite remarkable levels of scrutiny over my period in Parliament. I've been a political party leader now since 2006, and I think Victorians understand that what they see is what they get, and we are committed to the job. I'm committed to the job. We're dealing with the challenges we have. When
you say what they see is what they get, what do you think Victorians see in you?
Well, Josie, I think that's for you to say.
But in your own words?
Well, I think it's for you to say.
You can't describe yourself?
Well, again, I mean, the people of Victoria know me. They know that I have a professional background. I'm an architect. I'm interested in building. I'm interested in growing the state. I've said it very clearly many, many times.
There also has been, there's a serious side to the question, that there has been criticism from the business community, obviously from your political opponents, about your personal style, that people aren't sure of what you're doing. There's concern within the business community that there's a sense of inertia in Victoria.
Well, I don't accept that at all. I mean, please.
There has been that criticism.
Well, from whom?
Elizabeth Prowse, for one.
Well, Elizabeth Prowse made some comments about infrastructure. Those comments were not correct. We made our applications to Infrastructure Australia consistent with Infrastructure Australia's requirements, and indeed we were working with Infrastructure Australia on that process, so it just wasn't correct.
Is it hard to hear personal criticism?
Far away, Josie. I'm more than happy.
Not coming from me. There has been this criticism that we're discussing. Is it hard to hear?
Well, I don't accept you're characterising a few remarks. We have taken a lead in Australia, and that's widely recognised. And I think you'll see that in articles that have recently been penned by people like Bob Gottliebsen. We've been taking a lead on important issues like construction costs right across Australia. We've been taking a lead on issues like the National Disability Insurance Scheme. We've been taking a lead on issues like maintaining best practice OHS laws in Victoria, which the Commonwealth wanted to change. And the approach we are taking to the challenges we have in this state has been kicked off by our Business Roundtable, and everywhere I go, it's been very well supported.
Deputy Speaker Anna Burke today said that she'd never seen politics as ugly and as personal as it is in Canberra. Do you agree with that? And are you disillusioned with the state of politics at the moment?
Obviously, I'm a politician, so I will do it in my own way, and my way is to respect people, and I do. I respect people on both sides of the House, and I respect people who are making a contribution. We won't always agree. I didn't always agree with my predecessor, but I respected some of the contributions, and I have publicly said so. And I think it is important to maintain a level of respect in all the things that we do.
On the issue of Frankston MP Jeff Shaw, you've said consistently that it's appropriate for parliamentary services to investigate whether he rorted his parliamentary entitlements. Would you agree that police have greater powers than parliamentary services?
Well, that's not the point. Issues around parliamentary entitlements come up on a regular basis.
But what if there are issues of criminality?
Hear me out. When these issues come up, they are referred to parliamentary services. That's where these matters are examined, and that's what's appropriate.
If there's nothing to hide, why shouldn't police look at it too?
Well, I think you had Graham Ashton on your program last week, and he said that's not something they would do.
Usually, but they would if they were asked to.
Well, indeed, and I'm sure police investigate when they're asked to do things. But this is an issue involving parliamentary entitlements. The course of events which has been undertaken in the past is very clear. It's a matter that's referred to parliamentary services. That's what's taken place.
Are you having trouble finding someone to run your promised anti-corruption commission?
No, but I'm not going to get into the speculation about that.
Do you think it'll be up and running in July?
Oh, well, the legislation, a number of tranches of legislation have been through. There are further pieces of legislation that will be required, and I look forward to it being operational when all the legislation is through.
Do you think it's now looking unlikely that July will be the kick-off date?
Well, I'm not going to speculate on a kick-off date as such. When the final pieces of legislation are through, I look forward to it being operational.
Ted Baillieu, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you, Josie.